Who's really to blame when hardworking youths can't find jobs? Vocational education promises a path to practical careers, yet many find that path leads to nowhere. Minister, over the past 5 years, about 1 in 10 vocational SMK graduates have consistently faced the highest youth unemployment rate in Indonesia. But this is not inevitable. In Germany and Switzerland, youth face lower unemployment, and in 2019, German vocational graduates recorded youth unemployment rates 2.1 percentage points below national youth rates because their system exposes youth to early practical experience. In reality, Indonesia's education industry link remains weak. 75 to 90% of our education budget goes to salaries, leaving little funding to subsidize and manage structured industry partnerships. As a result, we rely heavily on a tax incentive to bring firms into vocational training, but with only 14 firms using in a corporate sector of 2 million taxpayers, it leaves a placement gap for vocational students. Minister, as the authority responsible for vocational education outcomes, we need a balanced 130% tax deduction that genuinely rewards accredited internships, bringing firms in as co-funders without pressuring the education budget. However, the Minister of Finance already sees low uptake in the existing tax deduction, only 65 approvals and 14 firms using it out of 1,395 applications in 2022. As the guardian of fiscal integrity, they prioritize strict documentation and auditability, yet research suggests these requirements deter firms through administrative burden and audit fears. So, MOF will hesitate to back a 130% deduction with these safeguards unchanged, as uptake may not improve. But Minister, based on post-COVID indexes, the sharper shift occurs between 2022 and 2023. In that period, uptake rose 72%, while realized value tripled. This disproportionate growth signals that the scheme mainly serves large profitable firms, while smaller firms with volatile income are sidelined by current profit year requirements and heavy paperwork, causing low uptake. That's why the 130% deduction must be made carry forwardable, so smaller firms can finally participate without weakening MOF safeguards. This carry forward design has been used in France and Singapore for years, proving fiscal discipline and feasibility. Behind every skills gap is a young person who did everything right but is still locked up by the system. Strengthening school-industry link isn't optional, it's how we improve educational outcomes. Minister, I am asking you to coordinate with the MOF on the fiscal formalities of a 3-year carry-forward 130% tax deduction and then lead a 1-year pilot in 3 provinces to evaluate impact. By aiming a 5% increase in accredited placements during the pilot, this program can be confidently scaled toward a 15% increase nationally by 2032. By leading this reform, you gain 3 wins within your tenure. You strengthen your flagship Link and Match program by increasing accredited vocational placements, which delivers a direct policy win on SDG 4.4, and you also restore public confidence in our vocational education system. Most importantly, you achieve all 3 with no budget expansion and minimal political friction. Thank you for your time, and here is my reference list.